everyone, welcome to day 14 of the holiday card series for 2013. I'm starting out with this die set from Lawn Fawn, and I'm cutting 4 tags out of some craft cardstock. And this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to cut out a whole lot because I want you guys to see how fast and easy it is to recreate these tags over and over again. I'm going to be using some stamp sets. This one's from Hero Arts, and I'm placing the stamp, the greeting, right on the card, and then I'm going to pick up a border stamp from Simon Says Stamp. It's from the Holiday Border Stamp Set, and I'm going to be placing that on the tag as well, and then picking it up with my compact stamp press. So because I want to show you guys how fast these tags actually work up, I'm going to have you play a little game with me. If you're at YouTube or over at my blog, go ahead and put in the comments how long you think it took me to create all 4 of these tags. Now, don't look at the length of the video because I did edit a few things out. So it's the length of the video is going to be shorter than the actual time it took me to make these tags. But just kind of think in your head how long you think it took me to do this, to get the stamps on the stamp press, to stamp it in white unicorn ink, to clean the stamps, everything from start to finish, how long you think it took me to make these tags. And then at the very end of the video, I will tell you exactly how long it took me, and you'll be very surprised. It didn't take me very long at all. So I stamped both of the stamps together in Hero Arts white unicorn ink, and what makes these tags really, really fast is that after you have them mounted on the stamp press, you don't have to remount them again. You're going to be making multiples of the same tag, so you can go ahead and just ink up those stamps again and go ahead and stamp another tag. It's super fast and easy. I think you could actually probably die cut 10 or 20 of these tags, and it wouldn't take you very much longer than it took me just to make these 4. You could also use the same idea if you want to create your Christmas cards. If you design a really simple Christmas card design and it only has minimal stamping, go ahead and just stamp all your cards all at the same time. So I'm going to switch it up and do a different tag design. Now I'm using the Holiday Envelope Sentiment Stamp Set from Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to use the snowflakes. You guys have seen these before. I've used them in previous videos for this year's holiday card series. I'm going to go ahead and place these snowflakes on this tag, get them positioned just right, so I only have to do it once. Like I said before, if I wanted to recreate this tag over and over and over again, I would only have to do this step the first initial time. Now I'm using the Winter Gifts stamp set from Lawn Fawn, and this is actually the stamp set that coordinates with the die that I use to cut these tags. There's an outline tag shape that I could have stamped on this, but because I wanted to stamp everything all at the same time, and I knew that snowflake would go off the edge of the tag, I knew I couldn't stamp that border and the snowflakes at the same time. If I wanted to, create an additional step, I could have done that. But I wanted to show you guys how you can do it all in one stamping, and you only have to mount stamps on your stamp press once. So now I'm going to use some Memories unicorn ink once again, and I'll be stamping the 2 tags that are both the same. One thing I wanted to note is that when I put the stamp press down and picked up those stamps, I took note of the lines on my on the grid on the stamp press, because I'm using those grid lines to help me get it positioned back on the tag exactly in the exact spot where I want it. That makes it super easy to stamp these over and over again. And I missed a little bit of that top of the snowflake right there, but not a huge deal. I'm going to do something a little bit extra on the end, at the end of the video here. So I'm stamping this again in that same ink. If you wanted to have a more stark white, you could actually stamp this and then go ahead and emboss them all in white embossing pattern all at the same time. This ink stays wet for a little while, so you could stamp 20 tags all at once and the ink will still be wet enough for you to emboss them all at the same time. So I just stamped that again. And now I'm going to lift up this red cardstock that I was originally just using as kind of like a backdrop for all that inking, and I'm punching out 4 little hearts using this heart punch from EK Success, and I'm going to be taking the hearts and putting them on these tags. I decided that while I liked the white on craft, it needed a little bit of color, especially if it's going to go right on top of a Christmas gift that's probably wrapped in colorful wrapping paper. Having just the craft tag with white could look really cool, but I thought it needed a little bit of color. So I just cut a foam square down into some little pieces, And I'm not even going to edit out all this, putting the foam on the hearts and then putting it on the tag. I'm not going to edit it out because I really want you guys to see how fast and easy this would be. I think as long as you do your tags and cards, like the ones you're going to make duplicates of, as long as you do it in sort of assembly line style so that you're doing the same step all at the same time, I think you're probably going to be done much faster than you actually think. So if you were translating this over to your cards, this could be cutting all of your cardstock at the same time and then stamping all at the same time and then maybe adhering a snowflake all at the same time. Where you waste time is switching from task to task. So if you minimize how many times you have to switch to a new task, you'll maximize your time spent. So assembly line style is always really good when you're doing your holiday cards, especially when you're doing them all at once. So here's some string, and I'm going to show you another trick for cutting your string really fast. You're going to want to find a book or a piece of cardstock. I'm using a diffuser here that was just on my desk. And you're going to wrap the twine around it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'll cut off that one. I'm going to slide it off the end. If I'd wrapped it not quite as tight, I could have just cut it while it was still on there. But I'm holding it where it was at the top, and I'll cut that right there. And then now I have 4 equal lengths of twine, and they're all perfectly the perfect length to put on these tags. So I put 3 on there, and I'm just going to show you this last one. I folded it in half, and then I took the loop and put that through the hole at the top of the tag, pulled it through, and then where that loop was, I put my fingers through and grabbed the other end of the string and pulled it through, kind of like a bookmark. To finish off these tags, I'm going to add a little bit of bling because, you know, it's Christmas and you need a little glitter. So I'm going to use some Christmas red stickles and just apply that glitter to all of these hearts. So if I was doing a bunch of these all at once, I would, of course, save this step for the very last because the glitter takes the longest to dry. And I would possibly also work on like a large kitchen table or even put out a large poster board on my floor so that I could lay all of these tags out all at once. So they're all laying out face up so that I could put the glitter on all at the same time. It's a really great way to maximize how many you can get done all at once. So here I am at the end of these tags, and I hope you guys left a comment thinking how many minutes you think it took me to make these tags. And believe it or not, it only took me 12 minutes to make 4 of these tags. That included die cutting, stamping, cleaning the stamps, adding the glitter, everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. And thanks for watching. I have 3 more holiday card videos for you guys to check out, and they are all videos from previous years of the holiday card series, all day 14. So the first video is from 2012, the video on the center is from 2011, and the very last video on the right is from 2010. So I hope you guys check those out. If you loved this video and you want to see more holiday card ideas or just holiday cards in general, go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below. You can also hit the subscribe button. And you'll, when you log into YouTube under your subscriptions, whenever I upload a video, you'll see it right there in that feed. You can also visit me at my blog at kanewarnerdesign.com, and you can follow me on social media at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on Monday for day 15 of the holiday card series. Thanks for watching.